So you could start out slow, kind of test out which side of your back is easier to twist, which side may be a little bit tighter, and then pick up the pace so that you do start warming up the spine. Just watch your elbow over there. Good. Breathing in and out through the nose. You can come right here. If you can make your way through without getting hit.
I'll try.
So pick up your pace a little bit. That's it. Nice tall back. Breathing in and out through your nose this whole class if you can. You can remember. Does anybody hear me the strap that you know about? Shoulders. I'm going to give you this. I think you'll be happier if you sit on it. Yeah. Okay, so keep going. Keep going a little bit more. Maybe 20 seconds more. A little bit faster. Sit up a little bit taller, like you're being lifted right through the top of your head. That's it. Good, good. Fingers extend. Elbows are starting to drift down a little bit. You want them as high as your shoulders. And then come to center. Take a deep breath in again. Interlace your fingers one more time. Press the palms back up to the ceiling. And then hands are going to come into heart center, and you're going to lay down onto your backs on the mat. Nice big full body stretch on the floor. Arms overhead. Toes point to the front of your mat. So give yourself a big stretch, a big full body yawn. Sorry. So maybe make your legs wide, arms wider. Or you can sit down. You got a lot of room. Okay, and you're going to press your low back into the floor, and you're going to go opposite arm, opposite leg. So we're just going to warm up the hip joint a little bit, warm up the shoulders. I want you to keep that low back pressing in the floor so it's a little bit more abdominals, a little less hip flexor. And if anybody has back problems or really bad hamstring problems, you might want to start it out with a, you could probably fit back here if you want. You want to start with a bent knee, a little bit of a bent knee. Okay, again, if you want to close your eyes, but you're breathing in and out through the nose only. And take notice. Is there any more mats back there? Take notice which hamstring is more resistant, which one feels better. Try to relax your head on the floor. Good. You're breathing in and out through your nose. I'm going to go about another 15 seconds. Excellent. Good. One more on each leg, and then bring your knees into your chest. Squeeze your knees into your chest. That's it. And just press your low back into the floor. Rock very gently from left to right. Just feels nice on your low back. Do you want to maybe help her figure out? And then rock yourselves up and back a couple times, all the way up, all the way back, all the way up, all the way back. One more time, then come up to seated, roll forward onto your hands and knees and into downward facing dog. Okay, so first downward facing dog is really a pose of assessment. Your hands are shoulder width apart, palms flat, fingers spread. And I want you to look at your fingers, spread them out. I talk about this all the time in my class. My brother and I used to play a game with a plastic knife. And we used to take the knife and go right between each other's fingers like that. Really quick, really quick. And you better hope you didn't slip. So you really want to spread those fingers out like we're going to play the little game. Okay? And then you want to bend your knees. Everybody bend your knees. Take a look at your feet. Feet are hips width apart, parallel. And shoot your hips up to the sky so you have a nice flat back. Good. It's more important to have a flat back than straight legs here. I don't care if you have straight legs or not. That mannequin keeps bugging me out. I keep thinking it's a guy. So you're just alternating calf stretch here. You're just trying to figure out what feels tight, what needs to be opened up, where your tension is. So just move yourself around. So you're tight right here. It's screaming to me. And then everybody come high on all 10 toes. Hips high to the sky. And sink your heels to the ground. Deep breath in. High on all 10 toes. And sink your heels without kicking anybody behind you. Right leg up to the sky. There you go. Good. Sink that left heel. Very nice. Now look at you got funny pinkies. They won't go down, right? I've seen that with professional football players because they've broken every finger, but and then lower the leg down and let's switch. Nice and easy. Don't shake anybody. Good. Right heel sinks, left leg is up nice and high. Amita, there's another person here. And lower it down. And walk your feet between your hands, and let's go to standing forward bend. So feet are going to be hips width apart and parallel. I want you to take some time to really set up properly. Okay, so parallel feet. Line your left toes up with your right toes. I want everybody to start with bent knees. So bent that your chest and belly rests on your thighs. Okay? And then grab opposite elbow with opposite hand. Let your head hang. Get a lot of nice traction in your neck. And then if you can, straighten your legs more and more and more, as long as you don't feel more stretch in your back than the back of your legs. If you feel it more in your back, because your hamstrings are tight, then keep your knees a little bit bent. Okay, then everybody look at your knees, and your knees should be tracking over your second toe. You don't want them to knock together. That's only going to weaken the knee, weaken the ankle. So make sure they're pointing straight ahead. And don't be afraid to bend the knees, to rock left and right. Anything you can do just to get into those hamstrings a little bit more. Good, and really important to let your head go. Let your head hang. That's it. Good. Do you feel it more in your back or your hammies? Okay, perfect. So try to stick here. I know it's hard to stay here for a long time, but you're going to breathe in and out through your nose. Not your feet, not your feet. Just the knees. Yeah, see, that's parallel, right? So you want to make sure this looks like a rectangle, not a triangle. Right? Good. Stay there a little bit longer. Nice deep breath. Eyes are open. You don't want to fall asleep here. Because it's so comfortable. Ooh, there's a nice knot right there. Okay, and then release your arms to the floor. Let them dangle. Interlace your fingers. And you're going to bring your hands to the back of your neck. Back of your head. And I want you to nestle those pinkies in right at the base of your skull. Okay, and then bring your elbows closer to each other and then press them towards the ground just a little bit. Not enough to choke you, just enough to get some traction in the neck and try to get some release in that cervical spine for once. Let's bend the knees a little bit. Yeah. Okay, so if you could find your way to just be heavy through the arms and release, it will feel really nice on the neck. All the way up here. Yeah, like that. Yeah, and then they just kind of hang on, right? They're like resting there. Good. So 2 more breaths. Big inhale, big exhale. One more time. Big giant inhale, exhale, and then release your arms. Bend your knees. Walk or jump back to plank pose. Top of the push-up. Nice and strong. Shoulders over your wrists. Wrists are a 90-degree angle. Legs are tight, core is tight. Take a deep breath in. So spread those fingers out. Good. And exhale, chaturanga, or low push-up. Let's hover if you can. Build strength. Just watch your head here. And then inhale into upward dog. Good. Everybody in upward dog. Shoulders back. Let's bring your hands all the way here, believe it or not. Yeah, even more. Yes. Good. Now, lift your legs up by untucking the toes. So, top of the foot. Yes, yes. There you go. That's it. That's us dog. Not as much strain in the back, right? Good. You too. Your hands move all the way back there, believe it or not. Good. And then everybody in downward dog. Nice. Take a deep breath in. Take a big exhale. And again, inhale forward into plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga, low push-up. Hover, 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 hover. Elbows touch your body, tight to your body. Inhale, upward dog. Shoulders back, heart through. Nice. And then downward dog. Good. Right foot forward between your hands. Left foot flat. Reach your hands to the front of your mat. And you're going to come up into a nice warrior 1. Good. So I want to see a nice 90-degree angle in that front knee. A flat back foot. So drop that back leg. Just for now, back foot. Yep. Good. Good. Nice. Deeper in the front knee. Deeper in the front knee. No shoulder earrings. And then right away, hands back to the floor. Press back to plank. And chaturanga. Upward dog. Inhale. And downward dog. Exhale. Left foot forward. Right foot flat. Reach your hands to the front of the room. Peel your body up. Warrior 1. Good. So all my regular students are getting a taste of New York City yoga. Right? Because Because we do yoga in a big synagogue like ballroom where we have like 8 feet around us. So we get really spoiled. So front knee is really bent. Good, maybe even up and back, up and back. Good, so follow your hands. Gaze will follow your hands. And then right back down to the floor. Press back to plank pose. Take a deep breath in. Lower it down. Chaturanga. Hold tight. Then high push-up. Plank pose. Uh-oh. Some people didn't listen. This is my favorite pastime. Trying to trick you. And then downward dog. Butt up to the sky. Good. You're going to walk or jump your feet to the outside of your hands and come into squat. Okay. So you're going to go as low as you possibly can, as long as your feet are flat. If your feet can't get flat, then try to be a little bit wider. You want to go down that deep? Is okay? It's okay? Okay, good. All right, good. That's a good one. Good. So we're trying to pry the chest through, shoulders back, trying to flatten out the back. And again, it's really important that the knees track in the same direction that your toes go. Don't let them knock in. It's only going to weaken the knee. It's going to stretch the hip improperly. Good. Let's try to lift the chin a little. If it's really easy for you, arms are going to go straight up to the sky, which is really tough. So give it a try. Even if it's for one breath, and then you go, I don't think so. I'm going to go back to where I was. Thank you. Good. How's it feel? Good. You can't tell any difference anymore. No asymmetry. Nice. So keep holding there. Good. Breathe. So squeeze the thighs in. That'll help you a little bit. Yeah. Good. Everybody, hands, heart center. So different to just reach those arms, right? It's just like, so different. Are you kidding me? And then hands to the floor, straighten the legs, feet parallel. So your feet are about as wide as your mat. I'm going to hang a little bit here now. Grab opposite elbow, bend and straighten the knees, feet parallel. Should be a little bit easier. Not only are you a touch warmer, but having the feet wider gives you a little bit more play in the hamstrings. Okay, but you do have to breathe. Just 2 more deep breaths. Head hangs. Top of the head to the floor. Top of the head faces the floor. Good. Release your hands. Fingertips on the floor. So I want you to claw the floor. Even if you can palm, don't palm. Okay? And then bring your right leg up to the sky. So it's standing split. Or a standing 90-degree angle. Or a standing, lifting your leg a little bit. Good. Nice. That's it. So lift that leg a little bit higher. Good. You want to hang that upper body down so that you can lift that leg up. Nice. And then switch it up. Leg comes down and other leg up to the sky. Fingers on the floor. Good. Use that glute. Yep, you're going to find one side is a lot easier. One side doesn't even want to do anything. Right? But you want to get a lot of energy through that top leg and drop your head, drop your back, shake your head out so you know there's no tension there. Good, then lower it down. Right leg's going to go back up to the sky. Okay, same thing, second time. This time, if you feel comfortable enough, grab your left leg with your left hand. Okay, breathing, elongating, focus on one spot on the floor. If you feel okay, take the second hand and grab the left leg. That's it. Give it a try, even if it's for a split second. Only if one of you fall over, we're all going to fall over, so it doesn't matter. Good. Replace that right hand on the floor. Replace the left hand on the floor. Leg up to the sky a little higher, and then lower it down. Wasn't going to let you give up. And then left leg up to the sky. Good. As high as you can. Hang it on the ceiling. Hook it on the ceiling. And then if you can, you're going to try and grab the right leg with the right hand first. That's it. Good. So if you walk your hands closer to your foot, then this heel will be down, be easier to bounce. And just so you know, it's hard to bounce on this mat because it's very squishy. Okay. So it's not you. If you can, you're grabbing the right leg with both hands. Breathing, holding, breathing, holding. Good. Replace the left hand on the floor. Replace the right hand. Bend your left knee so you don't hit anybody. And lower the leg down to the floor. Walk or jump back, plank pose. Good. Deep breath in. Exhale, chaturanga. If you're getting tired, just go to down dog and wait for me. Upward dog, inhale. Good. Shoulders back. Downward dog. Right foot forward. This time we're going to keep the left knee off the ground. So you're going to stay on the left toes. Okay? Arms up to the sky. So now we're in perfect lunge. Okay? Or not so perfect, depends on how you feel. And then you're going to drop that left knee to the floor. Let it kiss the floor and come right back up. Okay? 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You're kissing, not clunking. 8, 9. Who's clunking? 10. Hold, 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 hold. Hands into heart center. Left arm on the outside of the right leg, twist it out. So you want to really push back through that left heel. Stay on all. So you lost your balance because you're off that toe. Yep. So if you're rolling like that, it's only going to take your weight that way, right? You want to push straight back. Nice. As straight as you can through that left leg. If you're starting to get tired, then just drop your left knee on the floor. No big deal. But look over that right shoulder. This is nice, but now the strength is off setting your knee, so push your knee back against that arm too. So points that way. Hold a little bit longer. There you go. There you go. I know it's harder, but we're saving the knee. Now push back through that left heel. There you go. There you go. Don't touch the floor if possible. Arms back up to the sky. You got it. You got it. And then hands to the floor. Good. And press back to plank. Downward dog. Butt up to the sky. Good. Left foot forward. Stay on the right toes. Arms up to the sky in your warrior, in your lunge. Right heel straight up to the sky. You're on all 5 of those right toes. Okay? Did you do the other side before?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to kiss the floor. Not clunk. 1. Good. Nice and controlled. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You got the mirror. 9, 10. Hold your lunge. Good. Front knee's 90 degrees. Hands into heart center. If it's too much for you, right knee on the floor. No big deal. Twist it the other way. So right arm on the outside of the left leg. Hands are in prayer, and then hands are pushing into heart center, and you're trying to look over that left shoulder. That's it. Back bend a little bit. This way you get more twist. That's a twist. You feel a difference? Yeah. Good. Hold it there. Hold. Twist more. Twist more. Take a little risk. Good. Look over that shoulder. Then arms up to the sky. Try not to touch the floor. Good. And then hands down to the floor. Press back to plank pose. Let's hold plank. Perfect plank. Shoulders over your wrists. All the way back through your heels. Your wrist is a 90-degree angle. Good. You feeling good? You feeling strong? Or are you feeling tired? There's no answer. That's not a good sign. So hands are going to come a little closer. Good. Okay. Let's bring the right knee to your right elbow. And your right toes do not touch the floor. That's it. Good. Good. Squeeze, hold, squeeze. Bring that right knee to your forehead. That's it. Bring your right knee to your left elbow. Push the floor away. Push, push, push. Bring your right knee to your forehead. Right knee to your right elbow. Hold, hold, hold. Press back. Plank pose. Good. Take a look at your hands. Fingers spread, palms flat. So when you get into something else, a lot of times you guys are like curling your hands up, and you're going to feel it in your wrist. Okay, so you don't want to do that. Hands are flat. All right? Left knee, left elbow. Hold and squeeze. Good. You are good at that. To your forehead. Good, good. To your opposite elbow. Squeeze it. Make it touch. Come on, you can do it. Make it touch. Don't you give up. Come on. Good. Forehead. Forehead. Left elbow. I'm watching you. Plank pose. Good. And then chaturanga. Upward dog. Inhale. It's the toughest one. Downward dog. Drop to your knees. Take a break in child's pose. So you're engaged. Are we in bridal boot camp? Okay. So from now on, you touch that elbow. There's a shiny ring there. There must be a wedding being planned. It's not even full of hand cream yet. That diamond.
I just have like this hip.
Okay.
When I don't know why, but when we were doing the lunge, it like cramped up.
Okay, so do the best you can. Drop at it if you have to. Child's pose helps stretch it out a little bit. Okay, so your knees are wide, big toes touch. Walk your arms out in front of you, but you're still sitting far back into your hips. And just rest your head down. Try to get a nice release in that low back. Good. And let's come on to the hands and knees. And back into plank pose. I'm going to give you a level 1, level 2 option here. All right? So you can decide, except bridal boot camp. You got to do level 2. Okay? You got to find a way. Everyone's going to start in plank anyway. So top of the push-up. If you feel like you are too tired, feel like you need a break, right knee's going to go to the floor, and your left foot is going to flatten down. Okay? So your right knee will go to the floor, left foot will flatten. If you're good, just drop your heels to the right, left arm up to the sky. Full side plank. If you're really good, you're stacking the feet. Okay? If you're feeling a little off balance, stagger the feet. Now I want you to lift that left leg up and just radiate like a star. If you can. If you can't, don't worry about it. Don't put your toe in Buddha's mouth, Lori.
No.
Good. That's it. And then release it in control and switch sides. Okay, whatever you did on the first side, do on the second side. Get there first, then see if you could lift the right leg up. That's it. So let's stagger, just because your hip is kind of, yeah. That's it.
Oh, yeah.
Right there, right? Good. Push through that heel. That's it. Look down, plank pose, switch back to your first side. My regular students know we never do anything one time. Okay? This time you're going to slide that left foot up the inner right thigh. Good, good. You're going to take that left foot, you're going to bring it in front of your right thigh, and you're going to stomp the foot flat on the floor. Your toes are going to face the chalkboard over here, for most of you. That's it. And then lift your hips up to the sky, look up at your left hand, and feel that left butt cheek, left IT band. Good, a little higher. See if you can flatten that foot. That's it. Yeah. Good. Bring that left foot back up, left leg back up, extend it, and then bring it down. And switch sides. Plank pose. You got it. Don't give up. Go to the other side. So if you are starting to feel wrist, just make sure that wrist is right under your shoulder. If it's a 90-degree angle, what you're feeling is okay. It's a stretch and a strengthening. You're not straining it. Good. So try to flatten that foot. Draw that right leg up. Bring it in front of you. That's it. Now look up. That's it. And then let it go. Lift the hip up higher, higher, higher. Now, right leg extends out to that beginning pose. Deep breath. Plank pose. Good. Go downward dog. Nice. Walk or jump into your squat. Just like before. I hear somebody going, okay, I made it. Who said, okay, I made it?
It's over.
So feet flat. Good. Why don't you go back a little? Make your feet wider. Just give yourself like these up here. That's it. Okay? So it should feel a little bit easier now than it was the first time. If it's super easy for you, then you're going to work to get your feet parallel. You said you never did yoga before?
Yeah.
You're good. Yeah,
Thanks.
Very good.
I feel like I didn't include just
Roll your shoulders up, back, and down. Up, back, down. Good. Couple more times. Up, back, and down. Make your feet wider. That's why it's harder for you. Really wide. Go as wide as a mat. Who cares? There you go. Better. Feel better? And now your feet are flat. You're just more stable. Okay, we're going to add a twist. All right, so this is where you might want the blocks, Chrissy. All right, so back of the right shoulder against the inner right knee. Okay, right arm is going to go around the front of your right shin. Okay, so the right arm, the other right arm. There you go. Left arm goes around behind, and you're going to make a connection. If you can't, I'll bring you a strap. But most of you can. It looks a little harder than it is. Here you go. So you can go right, and keep that hook, right? Yeah. That's That's it.
Oh,
Yep.
okay.
Yep. There you go. You got it. You got it. Okay. So you're equal in both legs. You're equal in both feet. Extend that back and start to twist it open. Did you crack or me?
Oh no.
Just scratch. That's it. Good. That's it. Nice flat back. So stick your chest out. So this arm is going around here, but it's going to hook in front. So you're like right there. Don't worry about that other arm yet. Look, you're right here. See how it's in front of that knee? Then the other arm comes around. You're twisting to your left. Nice. So open up shoulder more. Back bend, back bend. That's it. Good. Good. And then release it nice and easy. Okay, and let's try the other side. You're still in squat. I know it's a long time in squat. Make your feet wider. Try to go really wide. Do you have any past knee surgery or anything?
No, it's just that my hands were getting
Okay. So then you have to come straight and just get breath.
Yeah.
In case you're wondering.
There you go. Try the other side. Get length first. Yeah. Good. Now you're twisting to the right. So you have to flatten out the back. You have to extend the back like you're doing a back bend and then twist. If you try to twist and you're rounded, you're only going to cramp up, or you're not going to get the best twist possible.
What if you feel it in the opposite knee?
That's okay, but play around with, if it's a shooting knifing pin, then come out of it.
No, it's just
Okay.
like forking.
Okay. Then make sure the knee is tracking over the toe, and make sure you have your weight equal in both legs.
It's hard, yeah, to get it on the other side.
That's nice though. Really
Yeah,
nice.
mine.
It's great.
I have metal rods in my butt.
I was just going to say, because you're not twisting. So.
I can't twist from here to here.
Okay. So right here, let's
Yeah.
focus on that. Which is delish for you because it doesn't get there. Let it go. Both hands to the floor. Nice. And straighten out the legs.
It's okay.
Good. Nice. So straighten out the legs. Standing forward bend. We're almost to the floor. Almost. Shake your head out. I'm going to do another twist. A little variation on that. A little bit different. Okay, so let's have the feet about shoulder width apart. If they naturally just turn out, let them do that. Okay, don't force the parallel right now. You're going to bend the knees. You're going to drop the hips. Now you're going to drop the back of the right shoulder and the inner right knee. Same thing. If you look here for a second, you're not going down. Keep going. You're not going down into a squat like you were before. Your butt's a lot higher now. Okay? Then the arm's going to come around under that hamstring to your back. Left arm up to the sky. So hold, this arm. Yep. Drop the butt down. Extend the back out. Stick the chest out. Flatten it out. That's it. And
You
then
wanna bring
start
the
to
butt
twist
back
to
in
the
the air?
left. What's that?
You want to bring the butt back in the air once you get the twist?
No, you want to drop it down about halfway.
Okay.
Yep. There you go. Good. We're going to do that. Hold on. Yep. Hold, hold, hold. You got it. You're right there. Got plenty. But now back bend. That's it. High flat back. That's it. So drop your butt. Good. Good. Twist. Look. Twist. Look. So I want you to bend your knees. I want you to, now extend that back out. Bend your knees more. Both knees bend the same.
So keep bending or
Yep. Bend them like a little bit more.
Oh, let's bend them more.
Right there, right there.
Okay.
Good. Okay, so now, don't panic. Pour all your weight into your left leg. All I said was pour all your weight into your left leg. Come up onto your right toes. Okay? See if you can just come up to standing and bring that right leg with you. Nice. That's all I said. Good. Good. Shoulder back, shoulder back. Good. And then go right back down again to the beginning position. Don't let go of your arms. Don't let go of your arms. Hi, guys. And do it again. Pour all the weight into your left leg.
Yeah, I know.
There you go.
So you still.
Okay? And come all the way up to standing again. Good. Hold, hold. If you feel it, if you can, straighten your leg a little bit, even if it's to 1 degree. Use her as an inspiration, not to bum you out. Okay? And then go right back down again. Don't let go of your grip yet. and then let go of your grip once you get there. Just hang and ragdoll, just hang, shake your head out. Nice, that was good. And let's try the other side. So bend your knees a little bit, drop your hips down, back of the left shoulder against the inner left knee. Arm comes around behind. Right arm comes around big. Don't just bring your right arm there. I want it big so you protect that shoulder joint. And your left hand grabs the right, and you're twisting first. So first your focus is a nice flat back and a deep twist. Stick your chest out. Nice. Look over that right shoulder. So you're going to go this arm. It's going to go here. Oh, yep. There you go. That's it. So now, back then. Good. Good. Drop your butt down. So make a connection just to make you happier. Like that. Yeah. Now, stick your chest out. Ah, there you go. Look over your shoulder. So this one goes on the inside. And then you're going to pour all the weight into your right, let me get you a strap, right leg. And see if you can come up to standing. If you can't, you can't. Who cares? And hold that. This little tiny person back here. You can do it. Come on. And then I want you to go back down in control. Now hold it here and here. Good. Hold your weight in here. Rest in your beginning pose. And then try it again. So chest, your shoulders back. There you go. And then bend this knee and go back down. Try it again. Try it the last time, everybody. Come on. Chin back, chin up. So if your chin goes down, you hold back. And then bring it down. Release, release. Good. Hands to the floor. And just drop back onto your butt. You were born too early. You could have extended that leg a little bit. Okay, legs straight out in front of you on the floor. So if you do have pretty tight hamstrings, you might want to sit on a block. I can get you a block if you want. Anybody want a block?
I do.
Okay. Anybody want a block in here? Good? Okay. Who wants a block? Go deep. Okay, so we're going to sit on the block. Arms are going to go up to the sky. Legs straight out in front of you. I want you to look at your feet. Feet are flat like they were up against a wall. Okay. If you can't have a flat back because your hamstrings are too tight, then bend your knees a little bit. Yeah, let's go just a touch bent knee more. And now, that's a flat back. Okay. Good. Grab opposite elbow, and that's where you grip in your hips. Yep. That's right then. You're doing it right. Grab opposite elbow. Your elbow should be straight up to the sky. Top of the head straight up to the sky. So bend your knees a little bit. Yep. Because this is a flat back. Okay. So if you could hold that and have bent knees, that's fine. Okay. So just sitting here is not that easy. Right? Just nice tall back, straight legs is not that easy. Chin is up. The minute that chin starts to dip down, so does your whole energy. So does your whole back, and everything just collapses. Arms straight up to the sky. Right arm's going to drop behind your head. Left arm's going to come around, behind, and up. And you're going to try to make a connection. Okay? So is anybody in here a lefty? Just one? Okay, so this is the easy side for everybody, except Lori. Just switch sides for now, just so you're on the same side as everybody. So your right arm's going to go up to the sky. That's it. Good. You might be able to get on this side.
Switch my shoulder.
Okay, so hold that, and hold that. Good. Right elbow straight up to the sky. Is anybody not grabbing? You have a grip back there? Good? Okay. Good. Chin is up parallel to the floor. Right elbow straight up to the sky. And you want that right tricep close to your head.
Okay.
Good. So now it's becoming harder and harder to sit, right? So chin comes up. And then you're going to have all that slackening. When your chin drops, you start to round, and then you can grab, but you have a weight enough for this. There you go. Good. So you can get a better grip, a tighter grip. Hang in there, hang in there. The you may be thinking of that top arm, but the primary stretch is in the front of that left shoulder. Right? A little bit taller. Good. I don't know, I'm feeling a little hate right now. And then let the arms go. Roll the shoulders out. Okay? So if you needed one on that side, likely you're going to need one on the other side. You're going to need a strap for the other side. Just leave it here. Okay, left arm up to the sky. Left arm drops behind your head. Right arm comes around, behind, and up. And you see the difference? Hold that, hold that. Good. Yeah, look, palm is good. You can grab that finger now. Right? There. Good. Good. Excellent. Good. So let's look at those feet. Are they doing all kinds of funky things now? Because you're focusing on your shoulders. Look at the front of that right shoulder. For a lot of you, it's starting to do this because you're a righty. So you want to open that space up as hard as it is. Hold. Hold that. Yep. And hold that. Good. Chin is up. Good. Long. That's better. You were like this. Good. Good. Really good.
Sit up. That's nice straight back.
Good.
Bend your knees a little, and that's a straight back.
There you go. Good. Couple more deep breaths. Get a better grip. You touch it? Okay, good. Hold, breathe, lift. Relax the shoulders. It's tough. Roll the shoulders out. Roll them out. You never knew the front of that shoulder, right? And then lay down onto your backs. Don't get too excited yet, though. Not quite yet. I'm going to do more shoulders because I see we got some shoulder stuff here as a whole, as a group. So let's go knees bent, feet flat. All right? And we just stretch what? Front of the right shoulder? Yeah. Okay. So let's take the left hand, and you're going to bend the left elbow, and you're going to bring the left hand palm side flat underneath your back. Okay? Now, you're not going under so much that your fingertips show on the other side of your body. You just want to go under enough that your back covers your wrist joint. So your fingers are barely passing your spine. Okay? So knees bent, feet flat. Even more. Even more. Even more. Good. Okay? So here might be enough for some of you. Especially if you have really tight shoulders. If your day, if you work at computers, if you're always forward, you could be if your sports bring you very forward, you could be very tight here and that's enough. Yeah. Right here. Right here. Got it? Good? Okay. So if you feel like you can go a little bit more, you use a little bit more stretch. You're slowly bending or dropping your knees over to the left. Good. So extend those fingers underneath you and you feel the stretch increase, right? Okay? If you still want to go more, make your body more fetal. Bring your knees tighter into your chest. But your left hand is flat underneath you. Good. You can stay here. If you still feel, if your knees are all the way over to the left, you still feel like you can go further, bring your right arm up to the sky and start to roll all the way over onto your left side. Until someday your chest, for this room, is parallel to this wall. Right. So right here. Usually it's about 1 in 20 can do it, or less. Just bring it across your body. And for you guys, eventually your chest will be parallel to that wall. So the whole right side of your body comes off the floor in time. Right? That's it. It's hard when you're in the middle. Like if you had a sandbag or something. It's pretty much right there. Yep. Yep. Mm-hmm. This one sometimes feels like your shoulder will like pop out. It's not. It's a very stable place to be as long as you don't do it in a house where kids might tackle you in this position. then you're in trouble. So make sure you're doing it when you're alone.
Is she doing this right?
Yeah. She's really good. Really good at it. So do this every day for the rest of your life. so you don't lose it.
Use it now.
Okay, stay a little bit longer. Good. Don't worry, payback on the other side. And then onto your back. Feet flat to the floor. Come out very slow. Roll to the right a little and let that left arm go. It's going to feel pretty funky, right? That was a pretty isolated stretch front of your deltoid, front of the left shoulder. Okay, but that's going to prevent this kind of thing from happening, this kind of weakness, right? You're going to keep nice open rotation in the shoulder. Okay, so let's try the other side. Knees bent, feet flat. Right hand's going to come under, right palm flat under your back. So for all of you except Lori, this side's probably going to be tighter. Okay, now we're working on that right shoulder. So step by step, no matter what you did on the other side, I don't care. I don't care if you've ever done this before and you used to go all the way over. You have to take it step by step because you just don't know what your body's doing right now. You don't know what circumstances your body's working under, and it might be tighter than it was last time. Okay, so if it's good, slowly drop the knees over to the right. Good. Bend your knees more. And then just drop your right leg first. If that's okay, then drop your left. Good. Okay, if it's good, left arm comes up and over, and you start to roll onto your right side. Good. That's it. I don't know the name of this pose, if anybody's wondering. I call it crime scene pose because when I have a room full of people doing it like this and everybody's in this shape, it looks like I should be making chalk outlines. So flatten that hand. Good. Good. You're actually better on this side, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. A lot better, actually. Pay attention. Pay attention over there. Good. So, use that right hand. If you're not really over and it's not taking you further, use it behind you to kind of prop you a little bit deeper. Good. How's it back there? Good. That bottom hand underneath you is nice and flat. Good. Couple more breaths. Maybe make your knees a little bit more fetal position. You'll be more stable. Okay, and then come out of it nice and slow. Nice and slow. Roll to the left a little bit. Let that arm go. Give it a little rebound time. Because you'll need it. For all you youngins, that's what it feels like to be 40. And beyond. Okay, before we go anywhere else, come up to seated. You're going to work those shoulders a little bit more. All right, arms up to the sky, legs straight out in front of you. No sitting on a block this time, but if you have a block nearby, put it between your knees. Good. Eli, I am not. Yeah. Okay. Arms up to the sky, hands behind you on the floor, fingertips towards you. Lean back on your hands. Bend your knees, feet flat. And you're going to press into your feet. You're going to press into your hands and come up into inverted table. So you want your fingertips facing. Good. 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 Hold it there. You want your hips as high as your knees. Good job. Spread your fingers. Squeeze that block. Squeeze that block. Drop your head back if you can. Your feet can come closer to your head. Good. And butt down to the floor. Keep holding the block with your knees if you have it. Come into boat pose. So extend your legs out in front of you. Good. Reach your arms to your toes. Palms face each other. Good. Straight legs if you can. Okay. Straight legs. Better. Good. Hold. Make yourself a big wide V. And then lower your legs to the floor. Arms up to the sky. This time legs straight. Hands behind you. Fingertips towards you. And press up into inverted plank. Legs are straight this time. Good. Awesome. Drop your head back. Squeeze that block. Good. Good. Squeeze that block. Nice. Good. Hold, hold. Hips higher. Good. You got it. Beautiful. You didn't lose it. And then lower it down. One last time. Knees bent, feet flat. Keep your hands right where they are. Press it up. Inverted table. Good. Squeeze your shoulder blades together underneath you. Lift your chest up to the sky. Head is back. Good. Feet flat to the floor. Use your leg power. Bring your feet closer to your head. To your head. Yes, yes, good. Good. Higher, higher. Lean back on your hips. Boat pose. That's it. Hold it there. You got it. Don't give up on the pose. If you have to, just hold your legs for a second. That's it. Hold, breathe, hold, breathe. Knees in 10 times. 1, 2, what happened to the block? 3, you can do it. Yes, you can. 4, you're doing it. 5, come on, boot camp. 6, 7, you'll thank me one day. 8, 9, piece of cake. 10, legs down, arms up to the sky. Last, hands behind you, fingertips towards you. Straight legs, inverted plank. Bring it up. Good. Hold, hold. Point your toes. Try to get your big toe to touch the floor. Nice. Good. Hips higher. Good. Good. That's it. Squeeze. Hips higher. Drop that head back. You got it. Really good. Lower it down. Nice. Arms up to the sky. And fold yourself forward. Good. If you can't touch your toes, nobody cares. Just bend your knees. You'll be able to touch them. Good. So I do want you to take some nice deep breaths here. Good. Why don't you grab one wrist? There you go. So bend your knees. Reach and grab. Yeah, that's it. And then you work from there. You'll still feel hammocks, I guarantee it. And then if you hold it and you feel like you can, then you straighten your legs a little bit more. Yeah. Good. Nice. Where'd that come from? I did cheering, so this one I can do. That's good. Oh, there you go. Can't hide sparkles from one. Okay, so 2 more breaths. Try to just let go. Try to identify that one spot. Just keep holding you back, whether it's your back, your hips. Let your jaw go, your neck release. And then come upright, nice and slow. Good. Bend your knees a little. Shake your legs out. Swing your legs around and come to kneeling. So is there a particular reason why you threw your block across the room?
Yes.
Did not like it anymore? So let's go knees on your knees, toes tucked. I saw you do that. Okay, toes are tucked. I want you to look at your toes for a second and make sure your heels are straight up to the sky. Anybody have knee surgery in here? Knee surgery? Pins in the knees? Nothing? Okay. Okay. So everybody else is going to sit back on your heels with the toes tucked. If you're good, if it feels okay, you're going to go back onto your hands. Keep the toes tucked.
Is this good for bunions?
Yes. If you do this, you will stop the progression of it.
Oh, really?
Yes.
That's good to know. I'm gonna do this all the time.
You will. It'll stop.
Yeah.
And plantar fasciitis.
What about hammer time?
Hammer when they're curled flat like that? Yes, because you're stretching out the plantar fascia. Yeah, you might not be able to do it, but you're gonna. It'll help. Okay, so if you're really good, you don't have to go back. You don't have to be back here. No peer pressure here. If you can, you're gonna go back to the forearms though. If it's easy, wanna go forward? What's that? However far your knees are, that's how far apart you want. Even if your knees are touching, I mean, just lift them apart. Okay. Yeah. Good. Good. If it's good, you bring the top of your head to the floor. Good. Arms overhead and you grab opposite elbow. Your arms overhead, forearms will be on the floor.
This hurts me like right here. I've never stretched
Where?
before.
Yep,
Right?
perfect.
Like,
So Achilles tendon, bottom of the foot, bottom of the toes. Good. And stay a little bit longer. You got about 20 more seconds. So be where you can breathe and where you feel a stretch. It's pretty intense. Start to walk yourself up onto your hands and knees. So you just do 2 minutes. You're going to do both these. You just did and the next one. Okay? Onto your hands and knees. Squeeze and release your toes. Get some blood flow back in your toes. Maybe rotate your ankles. Maybe you can say a little prayer. Stretch one leg back at a time. Anything, just get feeling back. And then untuck your toes. Walk more towards the front of your mat. And untuck your toes. Level 1 is going to sit on your heels. Okay? Sitting on your heels. So you can keep that block behind you still. Just your toes are untucked now. Okay? Good. That's easy. Too easy. Separate your feet. And see how far your butt can go down. You might need to sit on a block between your feet. Others might sit right on the ground. There you go. See, everybody comes into their first yoga class really good at one thing. Right off the bat. Okay? What's that?
Nurse says this bad for your knees.
No, this is very safe for your knees. What is bad for your knees is doing this and having your foot like that. That's suicide for your knees. You might as well call the doctor before you even do it.
Which way?
So if your feet, if you're there and you don't see the bottom, you're like that,
That's bad?
that's bad. Like a hockey goalie.
Oh.
Yeah, but she can see the bottom of her feet. As long as you can see the bottom of your feet, you're safe. That's a natural flexion of the knee. However, natural flexion or not, if you feel knifing pain, get out of it. That's a signal, okay? And then if you're good, you go back onto your hands. If you're really good, you go back onto your forearms. If your butt is on the ground only, you can go all the way down onto your back. Okay? If you're not, just hang out on your forearms a little bit. Good. In time, your knees are together. And as long as you're feeling something, you're good. Don't force anything. That's not right for you. Who cares what person is doing next to you? Good.
Gwen?
Did you come to my class in Lulu in Greenwich? No. No? You got your face familiar.
When this should be a quad stretch?
Quad.
That's what
Yep.
yeah.
Top of the foot, shin. But you want in time to be more quad, mostly quad. You can get your knees together. Yep. And then you're going to think of pelvic tilt and try to get your back flat to the floor. Okay? Nice. Really good. We're just going to say another 30 seconds or so. If you feel too much in the back, then you try and pelvic tilt like that, which will be more here now, right? Less here, but that's better. Yeah, you want it to be more quad than strain in the back. Good. If anybody's really super happy here, totally on their back, hand over shoulder, see if you can go to the top of your head. Yep. Can you push up to the top of your head? You can lift your butt up. That's even harder. Yay! Look at her. That's awesome. Good. All right. So, if anybody needs a boost getting up, let me know. We're going to walk yourself up to your hands and knees. If you're stuck, let me know. One leg back at a time. Come out slowly. Slowly. One leg back at a time. One leg back at a time. Good. And swing the legs around onto your back. You're almost done. Almost in Shavasana. Okay? Well, it would be a shame if we did all those shoulder openers and we just didn't try back bending. Okay? So, this one too. I don't want you to think about old back bends when you were 10 and freak out. So I can't do that. There's a million steps. Well, there's not a million. Maybe 5 or 6. But you could stop. Whenever you feel discomfort or fear, you stop. Okay? So first we're going to go knees bent, feet flat. Everybody can do that. Feet parallel, feet hips to shoulders width apart. Everybody can be here. Right? Hand over your shoulder, hand over your shoulder. Step 2. Everybody can be here. No fear. No anxiety. Maybe your hands aren't flat quite yet. Maybe you have tight wrists or tight triceps. So this maybe want to be where you stop the pose and work to get your hands flat. What you don't want to do in back bend is flare the shoulders out. You want the elbows always in line with your shoulders. So you want them straight back behind you. All 5 fingers on the floor, especially your pointer and thumb. Okay? If you feel okay, you're still not going to full back bend, but if you feel all right, you're going to push into your feet. And even if you could do back bend, don't get ahead of me. You're going to push into your feet, push into your hands, and just go to the top of your head. So you're resting on 5 points. It's still pretty gentle and not that scary. Good. You want to feel full connection of both feet in the floor, especially your toes. Remember your thumb and your pointer are in the ground. Top of your head. Everybody come down, chin to your chest, take a rest. Readjust your hands, readjust your feet. You don't want your feet to turn out too much because then you're going to put pressure on your low back. Okay, hand. Go to the top of your head if you can. And this time, if you can, press your head off the ground. If you can't, nobody cares. Nobody's even going to see you because they're upside down. Good. Put your feet are flat. Here, you're going to hold my hand.
Actually brought it to my back from
Okay.
surgery.
Which one? Take 5 breaths and then come down.
2 rounds.
Which vertebra?
Mine's whole spine.
You mean you have just
I've carried 2 rounds from scoliosis.
Isn't it just here though? It's not the whole. It's the whole way down. It's not just there because I could see there, in your back, in this area. Well, what I'm saying is it from your tailbone to your neck.
It's really high up. So
Right.
It's really far down.
Right.
I don't think I could do it back. I haven't
Okay.
done back bends since
Okay.
my surgery.
All right. So last time, hand. Go to the top of your head. You good? Okay. Readjust your hands if you need to. Take a deep breath. Feet are flat. This is very leg. And go ahead and lift. Beautiful. Good. Relax. Okay. And on the top of your head. That's fine. Take a deep breath in. Elbows towards your face. Chin to your chest. And then bring your knees into your chest. Okay, so knees into your chest. Bring your forehead to your knees. Take a deep breath in. Take a big exhale. And then extend your legs out into Shavasana. Arms down by your side. Palms face up. Good. Shake your head out a little. Squeeze and release your toes. Squeeze and release your fingers. I want you to close your eyes and I want you to focus your eyes on the inside of your forehead between your eyebrows, like you're watching a movie. And see if you notice a color. And I also want the breath in and out through the nose only. And I want you to try to focus your breath deep down into the belly. Try to keep your chest as still as you possibly can. Chest breathing encourages anxiety and stress, where deep belly breath encourages relaxation. For thousands of years, yoga has been a tool to open the mind and body, bringing transformation. At its core, yoga is a process that involves confronting your limits and transcending them. It's a psychophysical approach to life and to self-understanding that can be creatively adapted to the needs of the times. Yoga transforms you by opening up the physical and mental binds that block your potential and limit your life. Transformation is a process that brings newness and interest. You might think that changing deeply could make you so different that you'd lose touch with those you love and even yourself. Actually, the transformation that yoga brings makes you more yourself, and opens you up to loving with greater depth. It involves a honing and refining which releases your true essence, as a sculpture brings out the beauty of form in the stone by slowly and carefully chipping away the rest. Doing yoga brings many concrete benefits. It's a powerful therapeutic tool for correcting physical and psychological problems. It retards aging and keeps you open sexually. It gives strength and flexibility for other physical activities. It can enhance your looks, posture, skin, muscle tone, and vitality. And it can give your life a sense of grace and overall well-being.